Forbidden love, 100% forbidden love. I love that feeling when you want something that you shouldn't have, but you're gonna get it anyways. I love it so much. Hey guys, and welcome to our intro video. So it's gonna be in the form of a Q&A, but before we start, I'm Jada West. I'm 20 years old. My debut book baby is out. Hold on, let me get it. My debut book baby is out, After Hours. It's a really thick baby, but it's amazing. I love it so much. Just a little about me and what we can expect. So I'm 20, recently turned 20. I was born in June. My zodiac sign is a Cancer, the 25th of June. I started writing this book first on Wattpad, and trust me, there was a lot of voice in my head saying, girl, take it off, turn it into something big. I had a friend at the time who was like, girl, that's what you need to do. And I took that advice, and it's been a hard journey, but it's been, I forgot that there was a night. Oh my gosh. It's been a hard journey, but it's been a beautiful journey. It has. So, without further ado, we're gonna put by the book. Oh, my bookshelf also looks very scanty because I have not finished packing up the book / gotten all of my books as yet. But once it's done, should we turn off the fan? Yes, we should. I think. Yes, it's making noise, so I'll suffer in heat. But yes, let's get into the Q&A. So right into the Q&A. I asked these questions on Instagram. So I'm just gonna, I've not actually went through them. And I saw a few, but I haven't went through them. So we're gonna pull up the questions and go. We're gonna pull up the questions. Q&A, okay, found it. So I asked on September the 8th. So let's start from the bottom. Okay, so the first question is tips on writing smut. Tips on writing smut. I would say, okay, you have to, what type of smut do you want? That's the first question you have to ask. Do you want it sweet? Do you want it extra spicy? Do you want it very dirty? Do you want it like a mixture of both? That's the first thing you have to ask yourself. And then you match it based on the type of smut you want. I normally listen to like music. So for example, the 50 Shades soundtrack helped me a lot when I was writing smut. The Weeknd songs, Lana Del Rey, some of Taylor Swift songs, Tate McRae, obviously, like a lot of those sexy songs and like, you know, those R&B songs that we had no business listening to when we were kids. Yeah, that really helps. I'd also say try to Google words instead of groan and moan and stuff, and try to find different ways to describe the male reproductive organ and the female reproductive organ. I'm not sure if I can cuss on this, but yes, try to find different ways instead of saying this, and that. The words will be there. Yeah, so try to find ways and have fun with it. There are no rules. Like when writing smut, there's absolutely no rules. So just have fun with it. Literally have fun with it. The next question. How long does it take you to plan your book fully? Probably like 2 weeks. Like, because in writing a book, I most definitely already have a concept. So because I already have a concept, planning becomes a lot easier. What I normally do, I normally get a notes app. And when I get that notes app, I have the blurb in one, and then after I have the blurb in one, I do chapter rundown, which is what I want to have in chapter rundown. Then I do dedication, important book info. Then I have character traits. I have a whole thing on like character traits. So it's like, what eye color does my character have? How tall is my character? Like every single thing about the character. Then I also start to think of music that will happen. I don't normally music that set the tone for the book. I don't do tropes before I write. I do them after. So after I have my book fully like set out, yeah. And then, so I say to plan what's going to happen in the book, that's 2 weeks. But to actually, the process can take up to a year. But I'd say 2 weeks is really good. You know, sit down, you go on Pinterest and you pull pictures and you see, okay, this is what I want here. This is what I want there. But the person didn't ask this, but I would say another important thing that we can think of to do, or we can like think of to add in all of that, is write everything down. Everything, like whether it's a notes app or like a notebook, write every single thing down. Ice cream or cake? Ice cream. I'm an ice cream girly. I like cake, but it has to either be red velvet, black forest. My accent is coming out, sorry. Or sugar and spice cake. That's the best cake. Or chantilly. My mommy made me have that. It was so good. Chantilly, black forest, red velvet, or sugar and spice. That's like a cake that we do here. I've yet to taste a cake like that. It's perfect. Writing in the daytime or nighttime? Nighttime. Like I can write in the day, but I prefer to write at night because I don't have a lot of stuff doing in the night. So, you know, when I'm here, especially now that I have my entire setup, definitely nighttime. What made you want to write? I had 1,000 stories in my head. I've been through a lot. I have experienced a lot. I'm 20, but like I've experienced a lot. I've like done stuff. I have been around people that have done stuff. I went through heartbreak, whether it's relationships, friendships, all of that, family trauma, all of that. So trust me when I say that. Wait, I wonder if the light flicking is bothering people with epilepsy. So I just chose one color for the lights because I didn't remember to take into account that somebody that probably has epilepsy or seizures is probably watching this. I don't want the light to affect them. So yes, I always had stories in my head that I needed to be told, and that's what I did. And like I've always been good at English, so writing was like a no-brainer. Your top 5 book girlfriends and book boyfriends. Okay, top 5 book boyfriends off my head. Gideon Cross. Okay, let's tell the book. Gideon Cross from the Crossfire series by Sylvia Day. Adam Lockwood from Playing for Keeps series by Becca Max, specifically Honorable Me. J.P. Kane, So Not Meant to Be, Megan Quinn. Dylan Zander. I have to say Dylan because, you know, that's my book. I have to say Dylan because, you know, that's my book. So, I love me some Dylan. But I love me. Anyways, that's from my book. Who else? You said 5. Who did I say is top 5? I have a list here of like all my book boyfriends actually. So I'm just looking to see who I'd give number 5.
A few moments later.
Max Stella, Beautiful Stranger by Christina Lauren. Oh my gosh, that book. So yes, my top 5. Adam Lockwood, Gideon Cross, Max Stella, and Dylan Zander. Those are my top 5. Like I have others, but those are the ones that, you know. Oh no, I said JP Kane. Guys, just everybody that I just said. And as for girlfriends, I don't really have much book girlfriends. Like I don't really think about it like that. Like I'd say Jules. I don't remember Jules' last name. But Jules from Twisted series, like Jules was badass. I love her. Who else did I love reading about recently? I love reading about. Oh, Eva Cross, because she married him in the book. But Eva from the Crossfire series as well. I love her. Anastasia from 50 Shades Freed. Love her. From 50 Shades series, not 50 Shades Freed. Guys, I'm trying to think of book girlfriends. Like, well, you have Anastasia from 50 Shades and you have Anastasia from Icebreaker. I liked her, kind of. Oh, I love Vivian from King of Wrath. Like, I love a bad bitch. I haven't read King of Greed, but I love a woman that makes a man grovel. What's her name? Alexandria, definitely. Oh, Azaria. Can I say Azaria? Yes, that's my FMC. I love her. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. I don't really remember most of the women, if I'm being honest. But oh, Izzy from my friend's book, Vow to Me. Izzy was so badass. Izzy and Zane from Amethyst's book, Nemesis. Trust me. Yeah, I really, yeah. So every name I just said, because I have short-term memory, I really don't remember everything I just said. But like every name I just said, it was more than 5, guys. But yeah. When are you gonna start talking about book 2? I'm dying. The 19th of September / 20th. That's when everything's gonna start. I'm so nervous. This is coming out after I start, actually. So this is coming out on the 22nd. This video, the intro. Book 2's MMC occupation. Okay, he owns a private ride company. Yeah. I love him. What's the most exciting thing you have coming up? Oh, book 2. I think, like, I can't really say what's the most exciting thing because something more exciting can come up, but for sure right now the biggest focus, aside from school and like my religion and family, is book 2. Definitely book 2. And I should have more interviews coming out, but definitely book 2. What is one scene from your book you are most excited for people to read? Okay, I'm going to give one scene from After Hours. Okay, we're gonna do a sweet and spicy. So one sweet scene I'd love everybody to read, is the pre-date scene. I'm really proud of that scene, pre-date scene in After Hours. And one spicy scene is probably the kitchen scene. Nobody talks about that. Oh, or the airplane scene. But nobody really talks about the kitchen scene. Like, guys, that's my favorite scene to write. How do y'all not love it? And for book 2, I think the scene where they went to the beach to talk and he was just everything. Like, that was tear-jerking for me to write, actually. And the spicy scene in book 2, after the pottery class, after they do that pottery class and they get home. Wow. Can we get a sneak peek of character art? Guys, I don't have any, but I'm going to put the one that I have here. The 2 that I have here, actually. No, it's 1. Yeah. Book 2 character art has not been started as yet, but I will start really soon. But this is book 1's character art. Guys, look at baby Jada in the back. Hi. This says, my ADHD is acting up, but this says Jada's writing space. This should be over the desk, but I thought it would be cute to put it in the background for here. How do you find the energy to actually write? Writing is a passion, and once you're passionate about something, you will automatically 5,000% find the energy to do it. Once you're passionate about it. Sometimes I don't. Like, I'm not going to come on here and tell you guys that I have the energy every single day. I do not. But once something is a passion, trust me, it will be easier for you to go through with it. What's the craziest thing you've ever researched for a story? How to spell something, like, how do I spell the word accept? Like, that's not something I've searched, but like along that line. But yeah, like how to spell simple words or synonyms off. Like sometimes I'm writing and I'm like, I need another way to call this girl pretty. I can't keep saying she's beautiful or she's pretty, blah, blah, blah. So yeah. If you could have dinner with any 4 fictional characters, who would they be? In my book, or like, I'm not going to put my book in this. Any 4. Gideon Cross. And it's going to be 4 men. No, it's not. Gideon Cross. Max Stella. Christian Grey. And Anastasia. Those would be my 4. Anastasia Steele from 50 Shades. What's the best writing advice you've ever received? From Catherine. Catherine was like, Jada, it's fine. Not everybody's gonna like your book, and that's okay. And that really, really like stuck with me. If you could switch lives with another author for a day, who would it be? No one, because I do not want to live another author's life. I enjoy living this one. Next, what's the most memorable interaction you've had with a supporter? Ashley. When Ashley was reading After Hours, I was in a very dark place. Like I was rethinking the whole thing. And when Ashley was reading and her reactions through the entire book, it had me in tears. I was so happy. That's probably the most memorable one. Definitely when Ashley was reading. Like she just made me feel so good about my craft, and I really love that. What's the strangest thing that inspired a story idea? Book 2's idea, actually, being in the airport. That's all I'll say. But probably being in the airport. Definitely being in the airport. If you could create a new holiday, what would it be and how would people celebrate? June 25th, Jada Day, and we would celebrate by going shopping for peonies, which is my favorite flower, and reading books, which is something I love to do, and baking and cooking pasta. That's how we'd celebrate. And it would be June 25th, and we'd call it National Jada Day because that's my birthday. What's the one thing you can't write without? I'd say a laptop. I don't think you guys mean like that. Well, yeah, I literally can't write without my laptop or my iPad because what am I going to write on? A dictionary is that dictionary, 100% a dictionary. If you could have any superpower while writing, what would it be? I don't think this is an actual superpower, but I'd want to have the ability to like Google words in my brain so I don't have to Google it. So like I'd be like, oh hey, what's the synonym of this word? And Google would just tell me. I don't think that's an actual superpower. Or time travel, teleportation. So like not time travel, teleportation. So like I could just go to another, because scenery really helps in writing. I don't know if it works anywhere that way for anybody, but for me, scenery really helps. So like teleportation, so I could be here, then I go to like Italy or like another Caribbean country or like somewhere else. What's the best book you've read recently and why did you love it? I did a body reading with Kalia. So This Is War, Megan Quinn, Chef's Kiss. Like it's if you know Megan's writing, it's exactly what you expect it to be: funny, sexy, and a little sweet. Yeah. If you could go back in time and give advice to your debut author self, what would it be? Take your time, babe. You are 18, 19. You have a lot of life ahead of you. You did not need to rush it. Take your time. If you could co-author a book with any other author, dead or alive, who would it be? Sylvia Day. Sylvia Day. I love Sylvia Day. But Sylvia Day. I don't think I'd co-write, but if I had to like pick, it would be Sylvia Day. Why don't you write books based in Jamaica? Because I am from Jamaica. And when I write, I like to escape. And there is not much escaping when you're writing in your own country, is there? I will 100% put like things about Jamaica, but I'm not going to write a book based in Jamaica. And also because the language and everything, so I don't think I'd ever do that. How do you make your dialogue sound so natural? I do it like would be me talking to somebody. So like if I'm reading it and it sounds like something I wouldn't say or something people of that age wouldn't say, I don't put it in. Or like I have cousins and friends and family members older than me, so I'd like make them read this and I'm like, hey, is this what somebody in their 30s would say? Somebody in their late 20s? And they're like, yeah or no. What inspired you to write After Hours? For After Hours, I wrote it to bring awareness to abuse, carnal abuse, and for people that don't know, carnal abuse is sexual abuse, any type of abuse, and also mental health, right? I want to show that you are loved, you should be loved, and show like that you can be loved. Also, people who go through abuse don't know that. And yeah, I felt like I had a story to tell, and that's what it needed to be. After Hours, I felt like the romance plus of it is there to me because, you know, sometimes you just have to escape, but it's 100% to bring awareness. Like that's like I even redid the dedication, like, and to show that you can be loved and all of that. Like, trust me, After Hours is such a I have allergies. I'm so sorry, guys. I rub my nose every second. After Hours is so dear to me. It's 155% dear to me. That book made me tap into not only writing, but tap into like my best self. After Hours also made me like help people, which is 100% something so amazing, that I got the chance to help people through my writing. I got the chance to make people feel heard. So yeah, that I really trailed off into another question. I'm so sorry, I do that a lot. But yeah. What's your favorite book? My favorite book, well, I don't have a favorite book, but my favorite book series is the Crossfire series by Sylvia Day. This is just one book. I have the others to put out, but this woman can do no wrong in my eyes. But yes, the Crossfire series by Sylvia Day. If you haven't read it, you need to. What book have you DNF'd? Unfortunately, Haunting and Hunting Adeline, because it was too heavy for me. I couldn't finish it. It was really too heavy for me. What's your favorite trope? Forbidden love. 100% forbidden love. I love that feeling when you want something that you shouldn't have, but you're gonna get it anyways. I love it so much. My final question for today is, how do you balance plot, character development, and smut? Okay, how do I balance them? First of all, smut comes in after. I'll do my plot first. For character development, sometimes my characters are all over the place and people don't understand that. That's what makes them relatable. The fact that they're not one tone, the fact that they don't just go from sad to happy. They're all over the place, and not in a chaotic way, in like a realistic way. But yes, smut always comes after, because I'm not writing erotica. If I was writing erotica, then smut would be the plot. But I write my story first, and then wherever I see that, hey, we can add like a sex scene here, we'll put a sex scene here. But like, yeah, I think the main thing is to realize that it's to know your genre actually. Like, what are you writing? Are you writing a romance book with spice? Or are you writing an erotica? That's really the most important thing you need to ask yourself. And yes, thank you guys for sitting with me and listening to me answer these questions. I love to do that poker face and my little cat PJs. But yes, I can't wait for more videos. I have so much planned for you guys. Thank you so much for listening. You want me to share, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are never, ever, 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 ever out of the loop. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the support, and see you for the next video. Mwah.